Happy October, everyone! We've got a feeling this Rapid Sit DIY is going to be a perfect addition to your spooky setup decor. As you can see, we have made skulls here that can be used as a decoration, even a small plant holder. This video is help sponsored by Pacific Mold Design, who made all these fantastic molds. And if you are interested in doing this DIY, we highly suggest you visit the link in the description to purchase some of your own. To get started, you will want to gather all your supplies, and if you'd like to add any colors to your project, Rit Dye. Our products that we'll be mixing is concrete leveler, and we'll be using that on the small skull and the planter skull, and then mortar mix and flow control for the big skull. We're going to start with the two small skulls. So to start, you want to prep your mold by spraying the inside with PAM evenly in all of the different crevices. Just be careful not to use too much, or else it could affect the resulting set time and color. When using concrete leveler, we recommend mixing with a ratio of 4 parts cement and 1 part clean, cool water. For both molds, we mixed 2-quart concrete leveler and then slowly added in 12 ounces of water. It's best to add half the water, mix, then add the rest slowly as you continue. Make sure to mix until you get a smooth pancake batter consistency. If you need to add in more, that's okay, but just be careful to not add too much water so that it doesn't get too runny. Then you can add in your Rit Dye and mix it well until it's evenly spread throughout the batch. Once that's done, we then pour the mix into the molds. Concrete leveler will naturally bring up the air bubbles to the surface, so you won't need to tap the sides too much. Concrete leveler is also self-curing, so no need for any water curing. Just allow your molds to set for 2 to 4 hours, and then they will be good to go. Moving on to our big skull, we are actually going to switch it up and use our amazing mortar mix. Since this skull is pretty thick, we are using mortar mix as opposed to concrete leveler because it can be applied up to 6 inches thick, and so there will be no cracking when we're done. Once you have prepped your mold with the PAM, you can begin prepping your mix. With mortar mix, we also suggest a 4-to-1 ratio, so 4 being powder and 2 being cool water. For this one, we did 2.3 quarts of mortar mix and about 14 ounces of cold water. We also use flow control in order to give it more fluidity. Our flow control is a flow enhancing additive that allows higher fluidity or lower water requirement. So for this amount, we only poured in 1 tablespoon. It's also really important to mix your flow control into the powder first before adding the cold water, kind of similar to baking. Once this is completed, you can begin pouring your water the same way as done on the first mold. Half the amount, mix, then the rest as you mix. We insist on using cold water since mortar mix does set fast. The cooler the water is, and even the temperature of the room, will give you more working time. Once you have that smooth pancake batter consistency again, you can then add in your Rit Dye. Then finally, it's time to pour. With mortar mix, you will have to water cure, so begin curing after the material starts to harden and before the surface starts to lose its moist sheen. The objective of water curing is to maintain the moist sheen on the entire surface until the product has achieved sufficient strength. And once it has, you can begin demolding your product. And there you are. That's it. Once you have demolded everything and it's all good to go, you can begin decorating. If you have any questions regarding this DIY, feel free to leave a comment below or even visit our website to read more about the product and how it could be best used for any of your upcoming projects. So, until next time, have a great Halloween.